Hi and welcome. In this video I want to introduce you to PROFIS Layout Office, the Project and Job Manager. This is unique to the Hilti PROFIS layout. If you're using a standalone AutoCAD thing to clean your drawings, then you won't be able to utilize this function as effectively because it'll all be done on the tablet. It really comes into its own when it is on the desktop. So a little bit of an understanding of what a project and job folders look like. So essentially a project is a directory folder, and within that directory it holds the information about the control points and then a series of jobs. And then a job is essentially a folder which contains a DWG drawing and a series of layout points, and then that they work in unison for all the information that's available. The advantages of managing it in this way is that it really improves, so first off, it really improves the workflow, and you share your control points throughout the whole project. It gives you a lot more clarity in the field when utilizing the HCL 400 tablet and that viewer. Essentially that's a CAD viewer, so it's a much smaller screen, and if you have a lot going on in one drawing it can get very busy. And then finally is that you can help you to build very concise reports. So let's go into a little bit of detail about those 3 points. So you can see on this particular drawing we have 4 control points spread around the job. I've just picked random points for this example, but to show you where there's a benefit is if you look at control point 2, it's at 9H. If I jump into a different part of the project, so a different job, you can see that control point 2 is still on 9H, so that intersection is consistent throughout the job. Now, if these are targetable control points, if you're using a POA 101 sticker or the 103, even the 26, depending on the job requirements, then that consistency will make a massive improvement to your workflow and the accuracy that you find from one part of the job to the other. So that is probably the biggest reason why I started using the job workflow, was that consistency of control points throughout that job. If your drawings aren't drawn on the same coordinate system, it's very easy to change by using the transformation function within PLO, and there are videos which I'll link to that explain how to do that. So that's the first point, so the workflow of shared control points. Next, it's clarity in the field. So you can see here we have different jobs. Some of them have 0 points, some of them have a few. Already just a few points that I've made up, and we've got over 200. If you're trying to do that on one project, then you're trying to navigate around, it would get very busy very quickly. You would probably find that you'd have some lag, and it would just be, for me, I wouldn't like to work using just all these points in one place. And once they start to get staked, it shares a lot more information. And then off the back of that, because if we look at this job and the table, you can see we have all the information about the points on there. If I go to reporting and say layout report, it will give me the layout report for that job up to the 91. If I then jump into, let's say, the basement, now when I produce a report, it's only on the information based on that job. Now I am going to create a new video to show a little bit more detail what that looks like for 2 different applications in the same area. But I'll put a link once that's created in the next few days, hopefully. I hope that was valuable. Hope you enjoy the video and can see some benefits in setting up your projects this way. If you do have any questions or queries, please do leave them in the comments. Thank you.